If I traded it all, if I could.
So welcome back, everyone. Oh, my God, has everyone ever wanted a neck lift but were afraid? Oh, my gosh, I am so excited about bringing on my next guest, who is Kelly Hannigan, and she's a nurse, owner of Neck Lift Arizona. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol. It's neckliftaz.com.
So it's only the AZ. Okay, so it's neckliftaz.com. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about what you do and help us, please.
Thank you, Carol. Well, I'm very fortunate because I have for the last 10 years had a specific technology that does literal heat shrinking of the skin. And specifically, I've perfected a technique for necks. A lot of times, aging, especially 60, 70, even 80-year-old women, as you can see on the website, before and afters, or even younger, are starting to notice a sag.
Tell us about it.
And more so the texture. So it's really the goose bumping, the chicken skin, the tiny little thatch work crisscrossing, not only those horizontal lines, and then the gobble, and that laxity along the jawline. So what I do is take from the clavicle bones, collarbones, all the way behind the ears, shrink back all that matrix, even along the thyroid and under the chin, and usually bring everything up along the jaw and push that skin back to the ears, especially around marionette lines, where people find that below the corners of their mouth, it's starting to get soggy, saggy, a little too loose, and most women, men, I won't exclude.
Oh, yes, you guys have it too.
Take their face, put their chin in their hands, fingers at their ears, and just say, I just need to do this. I just need to push this skin back up to my ears. And that's really great about the neck lift procedure because I bring it up along the jawline.
So this is non-surgical.
Correct, and thank you for saying that. It is a no-knife treatment. What I use is a nitrogen gas. It's a brilliant technology that ionizes with heat, so the gas becomes a plasma. It's the fourth state of matter, and plasma actually carries a lot of energy. So the procedure and the technique that I use, it allows that heat to penetrate through the surface of the skin, leaving the top layers intact. So it's not ablative, it's not a laser, it's not a radio frequency, it's not an ultrasound, it's not anything else that's usually used. But safely and FDA approved, the heat is able to go past the top layers and penetrate through the whole dermal matrix, which contracts back all of that collagen and elastin. It's like putting an egg in a frying pan, and the clear part shrinks up because the heat denatures protein. Most procedures speak to getting heat deep in the dermal layers or in the tissue, but I know their limitations. I also know all the patients who've done those procedures and don't get the results that are either stated or desired. However, I do. And you can see that on the website.
Pull up the pictures again. The website, you got to check it out. It's neckliftaz.com. You can also call her. The number is 480-744-6443. You can even do the eye area as well.
The eye is a great area. Most people start with that because the really thin tissue on the upper eyelid gets so thin and sags a little. And then we get those tiny out on the corner of the eyes towards the temple. And the heat is able to safely contract that and tighten it. So that skin becomes less loose and crepey, and it's safe. Nothing's going to affect the cells for vision, will not dry out any fluids. Great for that whole area. And I pull it up towards, under the brow. And along the side of the temples to the hairline, which really opens up the face. And for a lot of people, that issue is really the skin on the side of the nose. Because it's great when we can wear glasses.
Our skin is getting flabby, whatever it is.
The skin thins. It's the dermal matrix that gives way. Elastosis from the solar damage, UV damage, the sun, hormones, and just aging.
Now, are you valley-wide?
I do have locations that I use in Phoenix and North Scottsdale, Deer Valley. I can go to anyone's location. I have a medical malpractice insurance and licensure that covers me wherever I go. So I do a lot of groups, and I'm available for a presentation. So I can make a presentation to a group and then figure out how and when and where to treat. I have a Tucson location in Green Valley. That's been about 3 or 4 years, and I do a huge clinic in Newport Beach and La Jolla.
I'm sure.
And that's because so many women out there have spent $15,000, $60,000, $100,000, look fantastic, drive in their Maseratis and these amazing custom-made cars, gorgeous clothes. Just they look absolutely fantastic. And the neck skin.
The neck goes first, doesn't it?
Well, I think that
Or
well,
the
okay,
eyes.
it does, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky because that's the truth, and I can fix it.
Well, isn't that awesome? Now, you're doing a giveaway. Listen up, everybody, because you have a cream that's you doing special for them. It's a pigment cream or a chin fat dissolving cream. Tell us about it. I want to open up the lines to the audience for people to call in.
Okay, you are so cute, first of all, let me tell you. I'm so happy to meet you.
Thank you.
Pigment cream. For a lot of people, it's the sun damage and the pigment. And what I use is something with some tyrosinase inhibitors that bring up the pigment that's already there and then also sedate the melanocytes so that when you have more sun exposure hormones or any kind of trauma, you're less likely to have that sun damage. Then the chin fat dissolving cream is similar to the injections. Everybody knows about those Kybella injections of the deoxycholic acid to dissolve chin fat. I've been injecting that since 2004. Great procedure, but there is a pharmacy in Scottsdale, and the pharmacist there I've known since 2004, and he compounds a topical. So it'll absorb through the system locally and do some of that subcutaneous subdermal tissue. So
Wow.
you can apply it twice a day for about 2 weeks to that area. You can also get a derma roller, open up the skin, and start dissolving fat that way.
Now, we're going to open up the lines to the audience for everyone to call in, and I'm also going to let you call throughout the rest of the show for this. It's both for men and women. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You got to check out the website. It's phenomenal. You can also, there's a concierge, sort of a go ahead. Consultation right there on the website for you. It's neckliftaZ.com. You can also call her direct. It's 480-744-6443, or call here and get these. It's either the pigment cream or the chin fat dissolving cream at 602-277-5369. So, wow. Who's your client?
Oh, that is a really good question. I find that clients, the population is becoming much more educated about what's out there. They're more discerning. People want to put their money into something that actually works. So it's either someone who's brand new looking for something, comes across it, says, wow, does that really work? And wants to come in because it's non-surgical. Or I built this on people who have had everything and still weren't happy. They didn't get to where they wanted. So there was a lot of value in it for them. And I was able to, I've done over 4,000 treatments, 10 years, just perfect it and really work with some people that knew what they wanted, knew what they had gotten in the past, and knew where we were going to go with it.
I want to get it real quickly again, because unfortunately it goes by so fast. There's no knife involved.
Correct.
It's safe.
Yes.
And it is FDA approved, you said as well.
Correct.
Okay, give them and tell them what it is and how it works, because it's phenomenal.
Well, the device that I use has nitrogen gas that comes through a hand piece, and that heats. And when the gas ionizes into a fourth state of matter, it's plasma. It seems like puffs of hot air that hits the surface of the skin. And I put on a topical numbing cream, then do the procedure. It's about 3 to 5 minutes, 15 minutes, very comfortable, easy to handle. But that heat is able to penetrate through the dermal matrix, contract it, and the most important thing, the third thing, is shock the body to rebuild tissue. And you can see that in the website on the befores, the 2 months, 4 months, and at 7 and 9 months, people are still getting tighter, more lifted, more firm, and a better density.
Well, if anybody out there, you're looking for something new, you just found it here on Networking Arizona. If there's anybody out there that is not happy with what they've had done, this is where you want to go check them out. You can see it at neckliftaZ.com. You can call them direct at 480-744-6443. Call in here and get yourself some pigment cream or chin fat dissolving cream at 602-277-5369.